ISL Challenger League Group Stage Round of 32.
Oh, Canada. Oh,
See,
Canada.
that is
Canada.
true. It is Canada Day tomorrow. Big day, big day, big day. And yes, our first Canadian player over here on the right-hand side of the map, representing Triple T in the lovely green is...
Zaratul.
His opponent, also from the lovely land of Canada, in the top left-hand corner as the orange Protoss, it is...
InkedWarrior.
Yeah. I do want to see in chat there, let us know who you think's going to take this. We got some Zaratul hype trains coming out.
Yeah, I think we need a Canada hype train.
Yeah, definitely need Out Canada. We need people to type out the entire lyrics to Out Canada.
And then apologise for it.
Yeah, exactly. Right now. Just do it. So get the probe coming across. It looks like he is going for a gateway expand in his main is InkedWarrior. And he's going to swing on in with this probe and try and check out both the gas and pool timing. And there is gas down already. We'll see the pool as well. So pretty much the same idea out of Zaratul there.
Yep, he seems to be quite fond of this.
Yeah.
This is speedline opening every game. Using it against Terran and Protoss. But now he gets in and he sees the Protoss's base. Do you think he's happy with what he sees, knowing that he's going speedlings? Seen a gateway expand?
He's potentially alright with it. It depends how much he wants to commit to it. He's going to know that he's reasonably defended if there's early aggression. He could also potentially be denying the natural from going down for a period of time. So
yes.
We'll see. And it's two on each gas for InkedWarrior. So potential Stargate coming out, or at least potential some sort of tech. His probe is sitting around waiting to see when the natural is going, and it's not yet.
It should be going down, although he's not started a queen yet. Yep, there it goes. Zaratul started a queen.
Yeah. He actually supply blocked himself and had to pull a little spore trick to get it out. Oh, and our Protoss going down to sneaky areas of the map. Is he going to proxy some sort of tech?
I would expect it to be a Twilight Council if it's down there. I think he can get away with the Stargate being a bit closer.
Yeah, he probably could pull up a bit, but he's actually going to leave the place. And there's a pylon.
There's a pylon there.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of agree. It should be, if you're going down there, a Twilight makes more sense.
I think the gas lines up better for the Twilight Council as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's going to have 100 as soon as this finishes. And although, what did he just spend?
He put down a Twilight Council in the main.
He did. So he's going to hide the Dark Shrine down there?
I guess so.
Why would you not hide both? Yeah, but okay. So this is what he's going to do?
Yep. So
unless this is only a warp in point, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me either. He is taking the natural.
Yep. Zaratul, his expansion timing seems to be very off for a Zerg.
Yeah, really late.
It just seems really, really late. Like, he should have his natural way up and running, and actually be thinking about taking a third kind of at this point, I guess. But he seems to...
quite late there. He's getting lings out, but only actually a few of them, a handful of lings. He will stream across. There's only the single zealot there now, which actually could be taken out by 4 lings if he micros right, but he's only going to come in with a couple.
The Dark Shrine, it's out.
Yeah, Dark Shrine down in the bottom side of the map.
Forward pylon, which is just a tiny wee bit further forward.
Yeah,
and that pylon is going down.
And we don't have a reaction from Zaratul yet, but seeing the Twilight Council in his base, he really should be considering this possibility.
Yeah. He should be looking at the Twilight Council and going, what from this could kill me?
Yeah, he can also see, oh, I like this, and I've done this before myself. You get the Twilight Council spotted, so you chrono boost it, despite the fact that it's not researching anything.
Actually, in vision of anything either.
Yeah, I know, that's
If
true.
there was a Zerglin running
If
past
there's
or an
a,
Overlord
yeah,
there,
exactly. That's when you're supposed to do it. You're even ideally supposed to start researching something so that and then chrono boost it and cancel them as soon as they're done.
Yeah.
So 2 DTs are coming in now. There is 2 spines going down at the front, but there is no spore there. There's also no layer or anything on the way. He does see one spore is started, second spore is started, but a DT will take them both out before they are finished. He is guarding this other spore. DT will go to town on some of these drones trying to get at it. And the other thing is there's no units really there to deal with it even once it's up. Queen going after him.
still getting drone kills.
Yeah, he's going to get more drones. Finally gets cleared up, but 10 killed so far. And he's still going to work on this spine crawler.
Like, is that another 2 DTs? Yep, another 2 DTs.
Another 2 coming in. He should be able to get these now with 3 roaches.
Should be running away with them. Yep.
Yeah.
Good decision.
So reasonably effective there. I mean, definitely effective, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, how many drones has that killed? 10 drones?
Yeah.
And he still has
10
2
drones
DTs.
plus 2 spines. Yeah, it does a lot.
Yep. So where do you think InkedWarrior goes from here tech-wise? Does he go into Robo, Stargate?
You can actually, given the amount of damage he did, he can actually just move immediately into a like +1 or +2 Archon Zealot push. But I don't know if he will. But that can actually be really effective. He is adding more gateways on, and he is getting the forge, so it is potentially that.
It would be really cool to see that. I've not seen that kind of style for a long time.
Yeah, it is old, but it can work if you do that much damage. He's getting Robo as well.
Yep.
And
His infrastructure
is...
Yep. Zaratul, I don't know if it's just his expansion timing that's put him behind or if it is the 10 workers, but even with losing 10 workers, he seems to still be an awful lot further behind than I expect his Zerg to be at this point in time.
Yeah, a lot of it is, once again, he's making all these roaches, which I don't really think have any attack potential.
No.
Right. It's
and there's not even any kind of defense potential for them just now as well, because as far as Zaratul's concerned, there are no units out, really, apart from the DTs.
Yeah.
Which the Spore covers them for.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what they are doing. If he was going to move, he kind of has to. He is, I believe, aware that this third base is going up. So if he was going to make any sort of strike, it should be on that location. And but he is allowing it to finish, and once it does finish, then photon overcharge becomes an option.
Yeah, and that basically will just defend that third base completely. Looks like he is trying to move down to take his own third. He's got that overseer with the roaches for cleaning out the DT that's hogging the space. There we go. Zaratul now has his own third started, but it's odd to see a Zerg having his third just starting when the Protoss is already finished.
It's actually finished, yeah.
That's a lot of warped in sentries.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to defend that ramp. And with the Immortal there, that's quite strong. He's actually double pumping Immortals now. So if he does plan to move against this third, it has to be a minute or two ago.
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest, because he's going to have 3 Immortals coming in. If he does go after this at this point, it's a one-way mission. Yeah, all these roaches are going down because they'll just get force fielded.
Basically,
into place.
These roaches need to have roach speed go at 88 miles an hour and go back in time.
Yeah,
that's what we're effectively saying.
Exactly is the case, and he does see what that composition is, and he's just going to move back. Yeah, he's getting 28 lings with this, and an infestation pit as well. He could turtle up, Spire too, and a Hydrogen, and this is maybe a few too many things all at once.
Yeah,
maybe. One thing he could do, since the protest has not really gone in any splash direction, is Swarm Host and Turtle Up.
Ah, yes.
But he's getting in on these, and there's no force fields coming out yet for InkedWarrior. And two Immortals are just going down for free. And he'll get this other one as well. So this actually was a very good attack, but yeah, more a case of InkedWarrior kind of dropping the ball there a little bit. He could actually probably turn around and snipe the last one, but might be a little greedy to do.
Yes, he's wanting to just try and keep as much army as possible.
Yeah. He's going up to Robotics Bay now.
So he should be starting Colossus. No, but he started 2 Observers, which you're going to try and get out before the Colossus Bay finishes.
Very close. Close enough.
What's the upgrade situation for the players? So Zerg is researching 1 carapace and 1 missile.
Yeah, and we've already got the Protoss at 1-1.
Protoss is on +2 attack now, as good as.
Yeah,
so
Protoss is definitely finishing. Yeah, Splash is going to be quite good. It's very lucky that he was able to pick off the 3 Immortals. That's huge because there are still 3 more, and 6 would just be explosive. This Zealot run by, or whatever you want to call this, walk by, is potentially going to come. I don't know what it'll do.
Oh, he's going to get
I think the roaches are going to be in position to stop it. Yeah.
Just 1 drone.
Oh.
Couple of lings.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if he targeted the Queen, though. Or just waited till charge finished.
Oh, live, Queen, live. Now, it does die, but the Zealots are all going to die as well.
Yep. Although he did finally get to see the composition, and after seeing the Hydra, starts 2 Colossus.
Yeah.
So, Zaratul, you're looking like you're in a pretty rough spot just now, buddy.
Yeah, he is. The supply is actually not that far out of whack, but the tech is certainly very much in the Protoss favor. Also now adding on his 4th base, which, again, Zaratul, I just don't feel like he can do anything about it.
No, he doesn't have the mobility yet.
Yeah. He could pick off a group of lings and go for it, but he doesn't even know it's there. So.
Yeah, his Overlord spread isn't
ideal.
as good as it could be. Where are most of his Overlords sitting in his main?
Yeah, the Spire's been there and hasn't really done anything. The Infestation Pit's there and hasn't really done anything either. He is now getting some mutas out, 7 of them coming. And it will be there later for Corruptors, but...
I've noticed he's not actually mining fully from the gas in his main. Just there. He's only got
only 1 and 2. Yeah. And a Baneling now, Stephen. Not usually what you want.
No, it's not something you commonly see in PvZ, ZVP.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's planning to do with that, whether he's going to do something really cool like Baneling drops. Burrowed Baneling, I guess, kind of makes sense, but Observers.
Does reveal the fact that he's got mutas just to kill that DT. He's going to be moving out, unfortunately, at the wrong time. The Zealots wander back in. He's going to have to circle back for it.
He should be targeting the hatchery.
Yeah, do have charge here now. They're going to go after individual drones, but not actually get a ton. The Queen will go down. He's got to stop attacking with these drones. There we go. And does clean it out, no problem. But does just pull him back from the attack.
Yeah, these Zealot run-bys from InkedWarrior, they're basically just doing enough to keep Zaratul from crossing to his side of the map to challenge any of the bases.
Yeah, exactly.
His Colossus count is going to be 4 by the time... Oh no, wait, sorry, it's going to be 6. Because there's 2 just sitting up there.
If he gets a really good flank or concave on this, he could be alright, but there's so many Colossus here, and he's just going to get force fielded out and have to retreat immediately.
The
mutas
are
too much
fairly uncontested, though.
Yeah.
There's 3 stoppers and then it's sentries.
Yeah, he should be trying to harass somewhat with these. The main is pretty well covered. There's a lot of cannons there. Natural, reasonably well covered, but there is an area. He should be looking around a bit with those. Nice other Zealot warp in again, as well as some DTs with it, which the Zealots are going to be cleaned up by the mutas. DTs can't be touched just yet. And they will go down
Here
now.
come the overseers.
Yeah, he has to cancel this hatchery, but we'll rebuild it immediately and get the pylon. He's still not aware of the Dark Shrine and pylon at the very bottom of the map.
No, that's kind of not a location you really go to much
Yeah,
for anything really. Until this game goes really long and that base is required, I don't think Zaratul is going to even spot that.
he should know that it's somewhere, just because it's not in his main.
Yep.
He could probably be looking for it, but yeah, I think you're right. He won't know until a fair bit later. So that will continue to be a proxy pylon. He's going directly up to Hive here.
I
But
don't know
there's a
what
lot
that's
of immortals out.
Is that going to be for Broodlords?
Either Broodlords or Ultras.
It's
Ultras
unlikely
could actually be
Ultras.
pretty good with the composition. There's a lot of Colossus, which aren't the best, but the Archons and Immortals are certainly really good.
Archons and Immortals.
Yeah.
Even Zealots are quite good.
Yeah. And it looks like our Protoss is finally ready to move across now with the maxed army.
Yep. And
There's Corruptors here, but there's only 6 of them. There's as many Corruptors as there are Colossus. And that's not where you want to be.
there'll be one shot. Each Corruptor is one shot and one Colossus.
Yeah, another little run by here with 3 Zealots to try and move the army out of position. And
Not gonna happen.
yeah, can the Zaratul have an answer for this? He's got 2 Vipers out that he's trying to power up here. And if he can pull a few things out of position, maybe he can get something. But he's now actually taken the entire army up the ramp, which is just not a good spot for him.
I think ideally what he needs to do is pull the Archons so that his mutas are uncontested.
Yeah.
But no, he's going to go for the Colossus.
Yeah, Colossus out here. One does
So
fall,
many
but 2
Colossus.
more come right in.
And
I don't think he can afford to let these bases die as easily as they are.
yeah,
I
he's
think he does have
abducting,
to
but
do
there's
it.
nothing been there to kill the Colossus. That's
Yeah.
I think the first Colossus has gone down.
Yeah.
Just all
I
the
get-
creep getting cleaned.
Yeah. I know he's concerned that he can't defend this, but it's either defend this or don't. He can't. He's only on 2 bases now. One is mined out, basically.
Just lost all of his workers down to 31. This game is effectively over.
Yeah, there's just nothing for him to fall back on at this point. Even if he crushed the army, Protoss would reproduce it.
Yep, Protoss has a
And
nice
I don't
size.
think he would crush the army.
Yep, there's another 6 Archons morphing in.
Yeah, here comes the attack. Catches 1 Colossus out of position. Good start. Actually catches a lot of these Colossus out of position. The army's just walking away for some reason.
I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what InkedWarrior is doing here
Sacrificing
exactly, but
Colossus.
yeah, he's actually lucky that Zaratul doesn't have anything to go back on.
But there's so many Archons here that I don't think he can take a fight.
Yeah, it's too squishy.
And they've got +2 shields, these Archons.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and +3 attack.
Oh.
Everything's just going to melt under this, and InkedWarrior is just powering on through. Even clearing up the last of these Vipers. Another big warp in at that DT spot, and InkedWarrior does take it.
magical green Zerg, he is.
Zaratul.
And up on the top right-hand side, we do have our orange, quite impressive looking Protoss.
InkedWarrior.
And yeah, we'll see what he pulls this time. His first pylon, not at the ramp, nor in the natural, just doing that right by his nexus.
So, is that
certainly.
indicative of a forge or a gateway?
I
Most likely a
imagine
gateway.
it'll still be a gateway. Usually if you do a forge, you always do it at your natural.
Yeah, because you're going to be expanding.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have seen some in-base forges though.
It
So just
happens.
went there.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly happens that you can do it to kind of hide it, make it scout later, but it will be a gateway. And kind of, he's not really sim citying with it right away. He's just kind of building it. But he may have gotten a read that there's not going to be an early attack or
Yeah,
or
I
anything
think
else that's
he will have watched Zaratul's game against Quakecom,
yeah.
and he'll realise, hold on, that was the same opening he did against him, and
Yeah.
he didn't really build any lings,
Attack.
so
Yeah.
I'm going to exploit it. I'm
Yeah.
going to build my buildings as close to me as possible. I'm not going to bother walling off, and it's going to work. Which, again, Zaratul is opening the exact same way, and I'd be very surprised if he built any more than 6 lings, to be honest.
Yeah, so far he's just done like 4, and not really done much with it. He's taken vision really well. That's one thing he's done in each game is go and look around, and he has some good idea what's going on, but not aggressive with them.
Yep.
And we
Upon
get
scouting this,
yeah.
like Zaratul's drone coming up into the base there, seeing 2 gas, no wall off, the positioning of those buildings, he should be thinking, right, I've got speed coming, I've got the ability to make lots of lings. This guy is not going to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
But I just, even though I know it's kind of the right thing to do, I don't see him doing it.
Yeah, I don't think he is
Too
either.
conservative.
Yeah, he is going to take a look in here again, and particularly since this is the exact same opening, basically. I mean, other than the building placement, this is the same thing we saw at InkedWarrior that led to the proxy Dark Shrine.
Yes.
I doubt he'd just do the same thing again, but will it be a Stargate potentially after this, which is often what it is when you do 2 on each gas? He could open Phoenixes. Even potentially open Oracle if he thinks he can get away with it. And he's got the pylon down in the natural as well of his opponent, so he's going to know exactly when
Zaratul tries
when
to
he takes
expand.
it, when he tries to take it, yeah. And
Interestingly, the hatches
two
in the main.
gateways. Yeah.
Zaratul's hatches in the main. Why is... I don't understand.
I don't even know what that's all about.
One-based all in?
Yeah. I don't know why he would do that. I guess he's the only thing is maybe he is looking to just do a speedling all in. It's almost the only use. He is making more lings than he was. He's getting a second queen, implying that he will inject both and continue to make lings. So
lings.
maybe that is what he's going to do, and he's going to kind of turn the tide. Yet speed comes in, and he is in the main. And given the position of these buildings at the ramp, if he clears up the zealots, but he will get cleaned up here. The idea is to try and snipe that pylon, but now he's got a wall off, and kind of the window on this is closing on it. If he was going to do this, I think he had to do it with like 20 lings at a time. Just sending in 8 is just
doing it off one base.
It ruins your surprise. Yeah.
And
so he'll try and get this down. I mean, he will eventually get the zealot, but he'll just block that off.
And the mothership core is just enjoying itself.
Got 6 kills on the mothership core so far.
And it will be Stargate. That's the tech of choice from InkedWarrior. But a Baneling nest coming down for Zaratul. Looks like he's
trying to Baneling bust this type of front. I don't know about that. Yeah.
I think he's unhappy with us saying that he's not aggressive. So he's decided to go as aggressive as he could possibly get.
Yeah. That's it's possible. And a 3-stalker warp in on that pylon that he didn't take care of.
Yep. The lings
it'll get cleaned up pretty easy, but still.
So much lost mining time.
Zealots, probably.
So what does Zaratul do from here? Does he continue with his attack? Does he try and Baneling bust the Protoss? Or does this Oracle swing over from InkedWarrior and just end the game? I mean, there is 2 queens, so he should be able to hold it off without taking any damage.
Yeah, 2 queens should be fine.
But the Oracle can theoretically deny the expansion indefinitely, just by its presence.
He hangs around. He's coming up with a bunch of lings again. If he can successfully stop the Nexus for a long period of time, he could be all right.
Yeah.
Because that is the one advantage he has, just morphing in 10 Banelings.
Yeah.
He's got to keep coming with the lings, though.
Yes, the lings are key
He's
to this.
making a few more, because of course you have to be able to overwhelmingly roll in here. There are no sentries,
No,
so
and
nice time warp there. Oh, and he just gets through, just straight on through. We'll go directly after the probes, trying to corner them down.
it's fairly amusing watching the banelings waddle after probes.
Yeah. Oh, the oracles have to come back, or kind of a panic comeback there.
I think Zaratul didn't do the damage he needed to.
No,
Now that there's 2 oracles out.
He did. Again, just not the overwhelming number of links that he required to do anything. We'll be able, but he does cause the oracles to pull back. He still hasn't expanded though.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say.
The hatchery had to come down during that.
It needed to go down as soon as he started that attack.
Yeah.
Because now, after defending it, I think InkedWarrior is in a much better position.
Now, he did use a time warp and the orbital command. If he came up right now, up until that pylon went down, he would have got back in.
Yes. He might still.
Nothing left. He could still get this before it finishes, and he will. We'll get in.
But
the 2 oracles are good. But he'll lose some more workers here once again.
Nice splitting with the lings to try and catch the workers, but
he's hiding 3 lings down in the bottom.
For banelings, nice.
Yeah.
I like that thinking.
Yeah, if that works.
Now, he has actually forced these oracles to use all their energy as well.
Yeah, at home. And he is slightly expanding now, and the Protoss has not been able to. So there is definitely benefits to this. And the banelings come in now, unfortunately, maybe not at the best position. He will make a lot of these red. That was a good hit.
That was a very good hit.
With 2 hits.
12 workers dead now for Protoss.
So still not completely crippling, but 16 probes to 21 drones. And it's... InkedWarrior does have to get his probe production back online. He's got a lot of chrono saved up.
Yeah, the chrono should make sure that he gets back up fairly rapidly.
And a lot of lings still just coming along. Is he going to go attack again? It's still open. The door is still open technically, but it's harder and harder to actually do damage. But as long as he provides, make sure that the Nexus does not come down in the natural, then he's still holding. A Protoss can't do a lot on 1 base. They love being on 2 base, but cannot do a lot on 1 base. It's just not enough.
And there we go. These lings should force the cancel.
Pick that up. Immediate cancel. Kill the probe. And go away and wait.
Once again, Zaratul is very... I don't know how to describe it. He doesn't really use his larva as well as he could.
Yeah.
There's 3 spine crawlers just been built at the front. When he has the Protoss pinned on 1 base. What are the spine crawlers for? Yeah. What purpose do they serve at this point? Like he's playing an ultra defensive style, which I'm sure will help him win games.
Yeah.
But just he doesn't need to be doing it just now. Based on what he's done, he should know that Protoss isn't going to be moving out anytime soon, and if he does, he's holding both watchtowers. He'll be able to see the attack coming. So it just seems like a slight overreaction to me to have 3 spine crawlers.
Yeah, I agree with that. He knows where the army is, what it consists of.
Yep.
It shouldn't be a big problem.
Well, Zaratul does have a very nice queen count. Yeah. He's up to 4 if I can see right. 1 in the main and then 2 in the main, 2 in the match.
One thing that Zaratul's accomplished, and InkedWarrior may not even really realize it yet, he's mining 2 probes are mining gas. He just transferred 3 to the bottom assimilator, but for the longest time he was only mining with 2 probes, and his gas count is a lot lower. When you look at his composition, it's all zealot. There's only 2 sentries there. All of his initial gas was on the oracles, so he can't afford a lot of units that he's going to need a little later. A real Phoenix is out, and we'll be trying to pick off overlords.
One thing that I've noticed that Zaratul's done rather well this game is just scouting about the map.
Yeah.
Like, he's been running his speedlings about. Like, if there was any proxy pylons, which there hasn't been this game, he would have found them.
Yeah,
So,
he's very aware of what's
that's,
going on.
yep, that's definitely good. Although InkedWarrior is now building his robo facility, so he's got to be thinking about getting some immortals out ASAP, although there isn't a roach one, and it's actually Spire Tech that Zaratul's going to be heading for.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Even though he does have a Stargate, and obviously you don't want to run into a lot of Phoenix with mutas, there's not a lot of anti-air yet.
Yeah.
And he could definitely get a lot, even just one little run by into the mineral line, take out 8 more probes, and you're just on top of the damage he's already done. Would be really good.
The worker count, again, is just too close. It's 31 drones to 32 probes.
Yeah, he's just not making... He is making 10 meters, though. But yeah, he certainly should have better saturation at this point in the game than that. Yeah, as well as a third, to be honest.
Yeah, he should have been looking to expand as soon as he saw the Protoss took his natural. So, what is the upgrade situation? Currently, what is that again?
Yeah, we got plus one for the
attack.
Protoss. Only speed is the only upgrade that Zaratul has, but he does have 2 Evo chambers behind his natural. He's not using just yet.
He's going for +1 air attack for those mutas. So I would imagine he's going to try and get the flying V going to a J-Dong.
Mm-hmm. It would be good. Again, though, he's being a little too passive, and now 2 cannons are up in the main, whereas a little while ago there was nothing. And yeah, he's aware that this exists, and he had a window when he had the mountain. His opponent wasn't aware of it, but he is now. He will try and swing in. The natural is still pretty exposed. He's going to have photon overcharge, but that's about it. And yeah, like how many meters we have? About 14 meters. They're not overly going to care about photon overcharge. They can't sit there forever, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
they will regen. Yeah. Oracle coming in, or the other meters are actually going to pick that up if they can chase it down.
So here we go.
There's a big window here. It's a big window here if he gets it.
Yep, it looks like he's going out.
He's swinging in, but not doing it yet. And see, 4 cannons are going to come down. He has to go.
Yep, has to go right now.
Yeah, and he does. It's coming in. Yeah, back in the mineral line.
That's 1 empty mineral line.
Yeah, photon overcharge goes up. Just focus down the remaining probes, or even these sentries. High value. Gets a lot of probes there. 27 workers now killed. 3 more did swing into the main. Unfortunately, they do die to these stalkers that were waiting for them. And he's now getting more Phoenix out.
Yeah, he should now be building a second Stargate and chrono boosting that like mad.
Yeah, but that is damaging for sure for our Protoss. And if only our Zerg was making drones, then he would have a huge lead. But he's not doing it.
Well, interestingly, InkedWarrior now is doing some warp prism harass, which is going to be really, really cool. It's not very often you see that in PvZ.
Oh man, the spine's in the right place though. That's not going to do much. Yeah. Another few zealots coming in, but he'll be able to react to that just fine.
Yep,
and
it's actually sending the mutas over to the other side of the map.
We get one. Oh, nice transfuse on the spine, saving it. He's not going to lose anything here. Transfusing a queen. Zaratul's been pretty good with the transfuses on the right thing at the right time. Mutas coming in. They are actually picking off a lot of the Phoenix. Even taking out the stalkers, and yeah, InkedWarrior says, no, you're overwhelmed. And down here on the bottom right-hand side, we've got the green Zerg who's trying to come back into this with that win. We've got triple T's.
Zaratul.
And spawning to the top left-hand corner of the map Star Station. Was up 1-0, lost that last game, so he's now at 1-0. Trying to make sure that he advances to the round of 16. It is.
InkedWarrior.
And he's setting up for gateway expand yet again. So not going on the low ground with that first pylon.
Yep.
Will Zaratul go gas first? He's sending out a drone, but is this a scout? I assume that's a scout.
Yes, it will be a scouting drone.
And yeah, gateway. Oh, it is forts first on this one. So as he can try and deny.
Choice.
Yeah, he knows that the hatchery's coming down really late. He could potentially cannon it or something. Although you often cannon when they go hatch first, not when they go spool first. But he could use that.
Yeah, he might just wall him into.
Oh, he's doing this. Yeah, yeah.
Which
doing
I
this
guess
sort of
is going to be
cannon.
good.
It's cute. Yeah, it's cute to do.
Although Zaratul should now know
Yeah,
that his drone has gone past the forge.
yeah. He knows it's there. He's scouting around the base, trying to see what's going on.
Interesting, he chose to place the first cannon on
Photon
the
on the bottom, yeah, on the low ground. Oh, a gateway.
gateway.
Gateway coming out, and yeah, 3 drones. Gonna try and. I think they're just not sure what to do.
The
Just
cheese
got-
is real.
Yeah. So I think
Well,
that
I
is a
don't-
full wall off now.
Yeah, I don't
But
like his
it's-
decision to do that.
No,
I
me
think he
neither.
should keep the probe in.
Me neither. One gateway. I don't know what that does for you.
Like, what's he going to do? Make a zealot?
It's to make a zealot, but I mean, I know what it does. It's just
Like-
not going to work. One gateway.
Yeah, it's.
That's not
We
enough.
would need like 2.
Yeah.
2 at the very least. And it would need to be an awful lot earlier.
Yeah, he will put in the second cannon, I guess, down on the low. The thing is, he's going to be able to creep the spine crawler forward, pick off the pylon, and kill the cannon in low ground without ever
Yep.
engaging it. Lings will come in, kind of see what's going on, but not get in range yet.
He's still getting the speed. I don't understand.
Yeah. He's,
Oh, he's a good
He is
player.
getting speed. I would like to see. I mean, I've seen this sort of situation before, and one clever thing you can do is continue to mine gas a little bit. By the time you clear this up, you get Lair, and there he takes gas again. You get Lair and just Nidus in.
One very unclever thing you can do is rally your zealot to the wrong side of your pylon wall.
Yeah, that is very unclever and very unfortunate.
He's the backup for when they break through.
I don't think it is silly, but it doesn't matter. What's he gonna do with even if he had 2 zealots? There's a spine crawler. There's like it's 10 lings. There's 2 queens. Like what's that gonna do? He will get poked at here. Building up at home. The cybernetic score coming down. Protoss hasn't expanded yet either. I'm hoping that this overlord from Zaratul is thinking potential Nidus, but I don't know.
Yeah, that would be really cool. We haven't seen any Nidus worms yet.
Yeah, getting a little too close. He's trying to make sure the zealots or the queens are the one taking the damage. Clever there, clears the zealot out, and this cannon's going to fall. The pylon will be soon after that.
And
Good control here, actually, by Zaratul to make sure nothing dies.
yeah, that building might cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, the Nexus coming down, 2 more gateways thrown at the front, and a Stargate.
Now, Zaratul should just be purely droning just now.
Yeah. We do have the lair coming up.
Yep, that's definitely a good decision.
Yeah.
He needs to be thinking about getting some kind of tech up and deal with the lack of tech, certainly from InkedWarrior. If he can get, I don't know, maybe 1 base mute or something silly, something that you would just never think about working.
Yeah.
It's kind of
One-
going to work in this situation.
I really hope this is Nidus, because one huge thing missing right now is a mothership core. There is none.
Well, the Cybernetics. Oh, the
Yeah,
Cybernetics.
Cybernetics is there, but he hasn't gotten a mothership core yet.
Stargates.
And it's one of the only things that could stop a Nidus right now.
Yep. Is he going to expand? Yep, he's expanded. Excellent. So he just needs to send these lings over and kind of
He's getting Burrow.
free. He's got
Burrow.
a free trip into the main with these lings.
There's two cannons there, one on the high ground, but there's not a lot. The mothership core is out now. He's got to see that he doesn't have to attack and yet come in.
Yep.
Big run by.
Now, this is bad for InkedWarrior.
Rounds. Yeah.
Oh, 2 sentries. Go for the sentries. Loses 1.
Yeah, 2 free sentries.
both
That's
sentries,
already
that's-
worth it. Yeah,
Yep.
that's already worth it.
And third base now from Zaratul. It looks like he's either got somebody telling him that he's not expanded enough, or he's just had
Maybe.
some bad games up till now.
Yeah,
But it's definitely
So
a much better decision.
yeah, I think so. He's he's definitely adapting just over the few games that we've seen him play so far, and
Yep.
it's looking a lot better. Burrow is done. I'm not sure what that's exactly for just yet. Maybe part of a plan later. We'll come in here again, and once again get the surround on sentries.
Gets a couple of
Won't
lings up
actually
in-
get them this time, but yeah.
Zaratul's supply is incredibly low.
Yeah, that is a
He-
bit odd.
He needs to really. I mean, he's gone up to Spire off 1 base economy. He has 18 drones in total. Like,
Yeah,
he just
he
can't.
can't do this. He's got some time. Obviously, nothing aggressive is coming out of InkedWarrior anywhere in the near future, but he's got 34 probes. Despite all those Ling Renbys, he only actually killed 3 probes.
Yeah. And Zaratul has been under just a slight bit of pressure at the start, and is 10 workers behind.
You know, does run into a big supply block here, InkedWarrior. He'll be supply blocked for about 20 seconds.
Yep.
And
Well, he
get
should be
some
okay
more
after that.
drones. Yeah, some more drones coming out, but once again, we're in that situation. 16 larvae on the ground, and no way to spend the money because he hasn't invested in the economy to this point.
Yep. I think if he had been droning properly at this point in the game with that Spire timing,
Yeah.
I see him just outright winning. There's nothing to deal with Mutalisks properly.
No.
I mean, the
I think-
Stargate, sure.
Yeah. He does see the spire. I'm worried that Zaratul, because he's saving this much gas, is thinking of doing exactly what he's doing, saving up money to go directly into Mutas.
Yep.
And that's not enough. It's not enough Mutas. Unless you can get 10 out, then I don't. You know, he sees it. He's going to be defended.
Yep,
it's
he should be
a thing to
building drones.
Yeah, one big round of drones, and then he can do this. He had 27 larvae on the ground.
Yep,
To
so maybe
dump
he's-
your minerals into this is not where he needs to be.
Like, his injects are quite good. Like, his queen energy is low. It's just his not building of drones is really affecting him.
Zealot's coming here now into the third base. Mutas will eventually, obviously, clean these up.
Looks like that queen should escape.
And with the spines, does indeed. And
It's a
seven mutas out. He can certainly harass with this. There's a lot of outrying areas
And
that he
4
can get some
lings.
work done.
He's made lings and more mutas. Still no more drones.
Yeah, really does have to drone out a lot more than he is.
He's nearly at half the worker supply.
Yeah.
Nearly at half his worker supply. With a Protoss. That just should not be able to happen.
Yeah, and the second Stargate coming out. There are 3 Phoenix now there. We'll depower those gates, but or at least 2 of them.
Yep. Those Phoenix just 3 of them will be able to chase that tiny flock of mutas away.
Yeah, 3 of them getting a 4th, second gateway coming out. He's gonna completely shut down the mutas.
Yep, Zaratul. He is building drones. 4 coming out.
Oh.
But he needs to be building a lot more than that.
It's gotta be more.
catching up.
Yeah, it's gotta be a ton more. It's gotta be all drones.
Yeah.
He knows what's there, and it's not offensive yet. It does have to be, all these larvae have to become drones, and then he can look at units again.
Yep, definitely.
Phoenix are coming out hunting for mutas, and
They're
they
gonna
will
find
find
out.
them. Yeah.
But the mutas get on top.
Yeah, they can't
It's
just
just
stand there and
lack,
fight, though.
so-
Yeah. No, now microing a little bit. Actually, good trade for the mutas on that.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
but they're gonna keep coming out.
Yep. So Twilight Council now finishing up for Protoss. Whether he's looking to go into DTs or Blink, I guess we'll find out. He might even just go straight into Templar Archives, maybe.
Yeah, could
Get
do
some
that.
stuff,
Yeah, there's a Dark Shrine
Dark
coming
Shrine.
right now. He can, of course, still turn those into Archons, but it might be worth the run by.
Yeah.
Oddly, at the 3rd base, Zaratul canceled a Spore Crawler so that he could get another mute out a little while ago. and that may end up costing him a lot that he did that. He's got the Spine there, but no Spore.
He's doing really well at getting on top of these Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix are being picked off in actually really good numbers.
Phoenix.
But he's also not getting real aggression done with the mutas either.
But the fleet beacon is done, so he can research the range at any
yeah.
point.
Yeah. Will come in. I'm always surprised at the mutas pulling back. The Phoenix are the ones that are kind of supposed to be timid and pulling back, but he's getting into range and then pulling his mutas back. Attempted a run by here. Will actually get back into the main, but not without losing a lot of these. Yeah. Oh, he's going right after the Nexus though. That's just going to get cleaned up.
But he forced a photon overcharge.
Yeah, forces the photon. We'll get a lot of these probes in the natural. Just kind of sacking a lot of mutas to do it, but it does get a lot done.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah, going after the Phoenix.
Worker count has
Will he
evened
just
up.
clean it? He's not microing these Phoenix anymore.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're cleaned up.
unfortunate.
That was a huge pickup. It looks like the I think the Protoss thinks that he's farther ahead or farther behind than he is, but there are 8 DTs coming across.
That's-
8 DTs in addition to this whole other force, and there's not really a lot of units out for Zaratul.
Yeah, I don't think Zaratul can hold this.
No. It's coming in. There's a little bit of detection here.
What anti-air does he have with his army, really? Sentries, 2 Void Rays?
Sentries and 2 Void Rays. Could go down if there's enough muta, but if there are 15 mutas, this actually could very well be enough to hold it.
It's
And
gonna,
I think it
yeah.
will. It will hold it. But how much
So
damage
this-
will these
oh.
zealots do in the meantime? They will take out the natural. But if that's all they get, I think he's good, and he's warping in.
So many
There's
there.
10 more zealots coming on their way. But again, if the mutas are just kind of raining in the sky, there's only 2 Phoenix out. There's the Mothership Core, that'll die.
Yep, he needs to protect that third though.
Yeah.
He cannot lose that.
Yeah.
It's gonna because he's not.
Lings are immediately going for a counterattack, and 10 zealots have to be warped in at home. He's just sitting there while that dies.
Just sat there with his mutas while that died. I think
Now he's going. I don't know what he's doing.
with the
is he
third
in-
alive, Zeratul could have won. But
Yeah.
I think it's game over.
I kind of.
Yep.
I think that might be very well be the case. Yeah, he doesn't have really anything left. 17 drones. He's got to win with the mutas, but there
But-
I think is enough to not die to a
There's
race race.
Archons,
Where-
there's the
Yeah.
there's plenty of cannons about. I just don't see a way for Zeratul to kill InkedWarrior. Although InkedWarrior is throwing a lot
I
of
think
zealots.
InkedWarrior thinks he might be a lot worse than he is.
Does he not realise he's ahead?
I don't know if he does realize he's ahead, or how badly ahead he is. No, Zaratul's gonna... What?
Good luck, Ham.
I don't know. I don't know what each of them think. He will pick off the Archon.
Oh, he's picked off the Archon.
Yeah.
Where's
But
the
he's
other
gonna
Archon?
end the game with what he's got, though. And Zaratul does have a much bigger army and stuff, but he has to end the game with it.
I think he got lucky picking that Archon off in the middle.
Yeah.
If the other
there's-
Archon had been with it, then
Yeah, there's 2 Archons there. I think the one Archon, can it even get in its own base? No, it cannot. That's what I thought.
having to kill a gateway.
Yeah, it goes after the Deck Shrine. That's a good priority. If he gets a Cyber Core, too. That's also kind of big.
Well, I suppose depuwering the gates is kind of also a rather nice option.
Yeah, we'll depower all those. There's a lot of probes just sitting there. They haven't transferred down to the natural, so Inked Warrior's income is literally nothing right now, other than gas, because he's not moving.
Oh,
He
the
does now,
probes.
but they all get caught. And they're just all going to die.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, cannon will go. Pylon will go.
Can Zaratul kill this force?
I don't even know. I don't think he will, but he
think
can
Zaratul-
always just kill Inked. If he kills Inked Warriors, everything, and then he can come back and clean it up.
But he's killed the spore, so there's no more detection. That's DP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
he's got the money to morph one in as long as he does.
I genuinely don't know who's going to win this now.
I think it's got to be Zaratul. I think he just has
Has to.
unless he sits there. It's got to be Zaratul. There's no mineral mining happening. He's going to kill this Nexus.
3 spine crawlers going down at this taking force,
Yeah,
but
yeah. He'll hold with this force over here.
oh, the 3 overseers. Sorry,
He'll
I
be
did
okay.
overseers.
He'll be okay. Yeah. He's even actually finally he's droning. So that's something. We'll go after these last cannons, take out the last mining base, and he'll reveal his opponent.
Yep.
Who's trying to hide pylons around the map, but once he's revealed, I think, yeah,
Yeah,
he'll have to go. He could just come back and kill this 7 units, basically, that he has. You don't really want to go in against the Archons. He could also just wait for him to come into the spines. Either way,
Yeah.
he's good.
Well, he does seem to have another 4 mutas sitting with his overseers and his lings,
Yeah.
instead of being with his mutas. Which is odd, but
Yeah.
this should be it.
Yeah, Inked Warrior can't win from here. He can't build another Nexus.
Nexus,
What
yeah.
he's got is what he's got.
What he's got isn't very much just now.
Yeah, there's a probe trying to run across creep.
Well, Zaratul does have a bunch of mutalisks on active, right? That's him taking an active interest now.
Yeah.
Zaratul looks like he should advance to the round of 16 now.
Yeah. Ironically, Zaratul now has possibly the best economy of the game for him.
Yeah.
13 drones.
Yeah, that's the most he's
Going.
ever had.
Yeah, easily.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll come in here now. Spine crawlers plus these mutas
That's
are going to
Queens.
kill everything here.
So
Yeah, the spines are just
Archons?
going to win. He's going
Yeah,
to have to
the
back up.
spines are winning.
Is he going to finish the last Archon? It's got very little health left. Sentry falls. It's just the 2 Archons now.
And they
And
just
they've got
can't
very
hit.
little shields up. Oh, he found a good angle. 2 lings.
Pop.
That's kind of a lost cause. He can't
Okay.
approach the spine crawlers.
Here come the mutas.
Yeah.
They're just going to
Um,
evaporate.
Snap.
Boom.
Jigga jigga.
And boom.
GG.
Wow.
So yeah,
what a match.
Zaratul our first